Everybody, Par2Pro here. We're a second part of the HD demo here. Take it away, James.
All right, so what we've got here is the Jim McLean 8-step swing automated swing analysis module. So it's automated. It'll actually track the points of your body and analyze it using Jim McLean's.
It's all right, we're good.
Jim McLean's method of teaching. So it'll tell you whether you're within his corridors of success or whether you're full of a whole bunch of death moves. So our subject down here, we've set him up in step number 1, Jim McLean's step 1, and we've adjusted the points on the body, knees, shoulders, chin, hands, club, etc. So we're gonna press analyze and see whether or not, oh, the death move came up, and now on the screen, Jim McLean's video addressing the issue that was the cause of the death move.
In step 1. Step 1 works this way. From our sit-up address position, there's a little mini, or I call it micro move, actually forward. The mini micro move is what starts the club back. And interestingly, it's actually forward, not backward. You can take control of this vital initial movement by triggering it with a mini move of your own choosing. I suggest you can slightly lift your right heel or turn your hips slightly forward. You can have a slight forward press with your hands. It's a trigger, something that gets you moving forward. With this practice, you have an ignition move that becomes totally second nature and is usually a counter mini movement back to the right, away from the target. It's a slight weight shift back, but it's very, very imperceptible. Therefore, the first move in the backswing is actually slightly forward. Then comes the first move back, which should be a one-piece action. In other words, everything together. This would include the arms, the hands, and the shoulders. It also can include a slight shift of the hips or the legs as you make the move away from the target.
All right,
so that was step number 1, a death move by our subject. Now we've moved on to step number 2, which is the second position in here in Jim's 8-step swing model. So now we've readjusted these points for our model here as to equal step number 2. We're going to analyze step number 2. Oh, and he passed step number 2. So he didn't have any death moves. He's inside the quarters, the safety zone, the quarters of success. We'll move on to step number 3. You adjust the video to equal the step number 3 model. And then we'll very quickly adjust these points: hands, club, shoulder, hands, club head. That's good. Analyze. Oh no, another death move.
Death position, step 3. I'm only going to talk about one real serious mistake here that I want you to avoid at all costs. I do see this happen at our golf schools, and it involves coming out of your golfer's framework, the posture that you have at address. From your address position, what we sometimes see is a combination of moves. You might have one of these in your swing. One would be simply just lifting out of your posture, standing up, and lunging up with your body. That's sort of taking the club up your body. You're not having any swinging action. It can also be in
all right, well, we're not going to give away all of Jim's secrets here, but James is showing us 3 of the 8-step process. Basically, the idea is that every point in the 8 steps you're going to be able to analyze with this software using the video capture and still play it on the course, on the range. Great new thing from HD to help you improve your game. For more information, visit www.par2pro.com.